tightrope, stepping on my friends, walking the tightrope. It was a shame and a sin, walking the tightrope between wrong and right. Walking the tightrope, do it tonight. Walking the tightrope, I know what to say. Walking the tightrope, it was a shame and a sin. Walking the tightrope, you know what I'm saying. Walking the tightrope, walking the tightrope, stepping on my friends, walking the tightrope. It was a shame and a sin. Walking the tightrope between wrong and right. Walking the tightrope, do it tonight. God bless you, everybody. We're the Frank Cosentino Band.
that this is the largest crowd for a Bobcaygeon Bikefest ever. And I'm like super pumped about that. That's awesome. In 2 months, we got this. Thank you so much for coming out.
Gender-based record. I mean, it never was the beginning. It was all about, I just wanted women to try something different so that the next time they tried something in their life, they actually, there's always going to be that nervousness there, but not as much.
But it's pretty cool to say, yeah, I did the burnout, or I was part of that.
Yes.
I mean,
the reaction afterward was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I had people come up and they're like, "Oh my God, that was the most amazing thing I ever done."
I saw nothing but smiles the whole time. And one of the epic moments is after, because I knew they had to do a retake, which I didn't film, but it was when Krista ran over to you and gave you the big hug. Remember, I was right behind you actually when the burnout started, and Krista was off to the right. And everybody was all psyched, and it was a false start. But it was a beautiful false start. I mean, the smoke just billowed. Yep. I mean, I've got my camera there, and all of a sudden, all I see is gray. It's all gone. Everybody's gone. I can hear the engines rubbing, and I can see the smoke. That's it. Nothing. And then we had the drone shot, and looking down on that, you could see the impact that had. Like everybody there doing the burnout at one shot. And what was there, like 175 total?
195.
195 total.
Five were disqualified because they burnt their tires right to the ground. Ray Bonner. Okay. I didn't really know who he was.
Yeah.
I think I had met him once at a club function.
Yeah.
And of course everybody follows him because of who he is and everything else. And he put out there, he goes, if I can make a difference in one person's life, that means more to me than anything else. And that stood out. It's like, it's not about changing 100 people, but you'd have to start with one. And if you could start with that one person, then maybe that one person to do the domino effect and help another person and another person. But I think that's where it needs to start.
It's a pretty genuine attitude. Like when I was at the burnout, you see people meeting other people, they haven't seen them for a long time. And Razor, one fella showed up in a wheelchair, so obviously he had an accident.
Justin. Justin,
And Ray runs right over, gives him a big hug, and he's got a genuine way about him, and what he does when it comes to sponsoring you guys and statute-based law, that it's a genuine thing. It's not, well, we got to make money, we got to do it. No, it's the changes you're making in a person's life.
No,
and
he's a number one supporter of everything I do. Like, he's told me, he goes, Leona, I believe in you.
Yeah.
And he says, whatever you want to do, if this is what you want to do, he goes, I will support you.
Yeah.
Like, and he still tells me to this day, like, there's other programs we're going to be implementing.
Yeah.
For educating girls and parents about human trafficking. And he's like, Leona, I'm on board.
but how did this whole thing come about?
This whole the ride itself.
What inspired you for the foundation?
Well,
What was the big inspiration?
Well, what's happened is that you know how all the rides in a group fashion, like we were a riding group, Legendary Riders. How the plans come together is in the dark and the short days of winter. We said, hey, look, let's go for a ride. We'd already done Alaska a number of years ago in 17. Last year, or not last year, the year before, we did Sturgis. And then last year, 2020, we were supposed to do this ride. And, well, Grandpa said he wants to go across Canada. I said, oh, the hell with across Canada, because we ain't going to go there because it's too far. And then I said, look, we'll have a meaning to it. Let's connect some cause to it, and it's worthwhile going. And then Vicky comes out with, he goes, hey, let's do a Child's Foundation, or the Wish Foundation people. And I said, well, let's do that. So we all kind of agreed on it, and that was it. And then in 2020, like I said, we just were ready to go, and then COVID kicked in, and everything went, for toilet soup, and then it canceled. And then this year, it came about. Then what happened is in 2021, we just always waiting for the ban to lift, and it just kept on going and going. All of a sudden, bang, it came on. And then we phoned up the Make-A-Wish Foundation people. We said, hey, look, we want to go a ride, and we raise some funds for you guys. And the guy said, you know what, that would be lovely if you guys could really help us out. I said, okay, no problem, you're on. So
Make-A-Wish Foundation, they don't get government funding of any kind. It's up to people like yourselves.
That's
to
right.
raise money for it.
Yeah, exactly. What we do is we do actually toy runs. We dress up as Santa Clauses, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, we've
You
been.
got the beard.
Yes, we got
Might
the
have to
beards.
put on a few
We got the
pounds.
real thing. Yeah,
I have it.
So I'll show you the pictures anyway. We've been doing it since 2008, and we've got a group of between 10 to 13 guys that are always ready and willing to help out. So and that was one of the reasons why we always done it for the children. There's a lot of prostate rides and cancer rides and all that sort. I mean, those are old, but there's something that we need to do for the kids. And kids are, they're the, there's future in the kids, and you got to take care of them. And a lot of kids are not fortunate enough what we have, and the quality of life that we have. We just want to give it to them.
Listen, remind me, guys, have nothing. King of the Lake open. King of the Lake open.